What's up? Welcome. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Welcome to FundFlow, which is probably, I think, the best operating system. It's even more than a CRM, but operating system for anybody wanting to raise any kind of capital and manage investor relationships. I'm going to completely walk you through from A to Z how to use just about everything in here. So I'm going to walk through kind of all the features, walk through all the stuff. So buckle up, get ready. You can break this up into different parts, but I'm just going to kind of walk through it and give you the examples, how to use it, how to do all that stuff, so you get a really good idea. So let's go ahead, get started, because I want this to be incredible for you. Now, this right here is actually what we call mission control. This is where you start, because if you just got started with this, this is a good way to get started from like 0 to 1. This can be super overwhelming, so make sure that you guys are on the beginner navigation mode. This helps you with just the basics, the things that you need to get started and to get moving forward. If you feel like you've gotten past that, then of course you can go to advanced, and it's got a lot more in here, but let's go ahead and start with basic and beginner mode right here. Now, here's a great section. If you want more than one entity, you can actually click up here, and up here you will have the option. It's not dropping down right now, but you'll have the option to add another entity as well, just in case you have one fund that you want to keep all the information in, and then you have maybe like a fix and flip company, you want to keep all the information in. So you can totally do that in here. We just have to get that. You just have to add that onto it. Some plans come with multiples, some don't. Now, right here, we like to gamify it. Of course, there's going to be different credits that you have, like AI credits, because you can use AI all throughout this. Comes with credits. If you're on the standard plan, comes with around 5 to 10 credits. But if you are on the upper plans, it comes with more. So you can use those. But just by completing things in here, upping your score, you're going to get credits, which is great. Here's some missions that get you credits: adding tags, sending your first email, drafting an email. That's a really good way for you to grab more credits. Heck, this right here will even do it for you. I've already done it before, but if you click this button right here, just this button, it will actually go to the email campaign section, and then ChatGPT. This whole thing is integrated with GPT 4.0, and it will actually create the email for you to just send. Super easy, and you can view that in your contacts. Now, based on when you first jumped in here, it gave you 4 options to choose from. You could either be a new fund manager, experienced fund manager, real estate focused, or you're scaling. Depending on which one of those you choose, it gives you different action points. So if you are real estate focused, you want to put in there a new loan, you want to add a lender, you want to add a deal pipeline. If you are scaling, that's going to be different. You want to automate it, bring out your analytics, figure out some of those things. If you're a fund manager, performance, compliance, you want to hit those things. And so really easy for you to be able to see kind of the smart overview of what's going on, and get a pulse of what's going on here. Growth metrics. This is going to be like your dashboard. It's going to show the trajectory of the capital that you have in here, and then also the amount of capital that you have invested into, or honestly, either soft committed or committed capital on some of your deals, which is cool. You can see your portfolio through here, the growth over time, your pipeline that you have, soft commits, qualified, but we also have another area for that. Segmented, do you have individuals, family offices, institutions, fund of funds? What kind of people are investing into you? Are you growing month over month? What those lead sources are, and then even some of the risks that you guys should look out for. So we try to make it as easy as possible. You can export this report, and you can get real artificial intelligence based on it. You can see here, your investor account here is going to be, this is where all your investors are going to be. You can see their potential amount, the actual amount, if they're accredited or not. It's cool because you can actually do like a quick action here with editing their stuff, or you can dive in a little bit deeper and see the deals that they're on, any investments that they're attached to, or you can attach them to one, any loans that they've done with you, some of that loan relationship. If you have lent from them or lent to them, that's going to be in here. Profile on them, the activities, notes, you can text them, all that stuff should be in here. So that's the contact side of things. Of course, you can see it in a pipeline view, but we also have a pipeline. So the list view is going to be a little bit easier. And then your investor pipeline is right here. If you move people along your pipeline, that's going to change. You see even the amount is going to change up in here. And so it adds up everything that goes along this process, which is really cool. From closing, from getting them to as new investors, to getting them all the way to the finish line of capital received, you'll have the ability to be able to move them along that process. Any deals that you have are going to be in here. So if you have a fund, that's going to be in here. If you have private loans, that's going to be in here. You just create a new loan up here, or a new fix and flip, and it's contextualized to whatever it is. If you're buying a business, of course, you got EBITDA, expected ROI, the legal structure of it. If you are going ahead and doing a flip, you've got the renovation budget, after repair, the hold period, who is this person, like the exit strategy, all that's in here as well. And then as you get building, you can actually assign certain lenders to it, all that stuff. Really, really cool. Now in the email campaign section, this is where we build out our emails. This is emails that have been sent, but you can also quick draft an email, have AI quick draft you an email down here. You can see we have the AI composer and say, hey, I want to send a welcome email. Great. And then is there anything specific you want to talk about it? You can either AI generate it from here to say the purpose and the tone, or you can come over here and say, where I want a whole new one. The purpose is going to be distribution notice. I want it to be set in a friendly tone, like Donald Miller. We're going to build a story brand on it. So it's going to go ahead and generate based off GPT-4, which is really cool. And you can see deliverability is pretty low. So let's go ahead and see exactly why, because you're missing an unsubscribe list or link. So it's going to let you know how to improve deliverability in here, which is fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and go over to the advanced section. A little bit, mostly the same up here, except if you are doing a fund, this is how you build out your fund right here. So if you have a fund that you are building and kind of wanting to put in here with a distribution calculator, you can build that out in here where you can say, hey, it's going to be evergreen, it's single, multi-phase raise, all those things are in here, equity-based or debt-based. And then if you want us to just build out your fund for you, we do that. So click this link right here and it'll schedule a call. We can build that out. Of course, there's an additional fee because we actually will do your docs for you. We'll build this out for you. We do all this stuff, so you actually don't need an attorney for it. We have an SEC attorney that works with that we work with primarily, that will do all of this stuff for you, and we just kind of handhold the process of building out your fund for you, all right in here. Very, very simple, really awesome. And then you have the fund if you want to build it out, the details of the financials, your target raise, minimum investment, and then where is the fund based? Is it a physical asset that it is? Like, is it a multifamily property or is it a different one? So you can talk about, is it accredited only? And then also building out the asset classes here. Are we going with notes, bonds, commodities, crypto? Build it out right here. And then this is really cool. You've got your distribution waterfall where we can look at, all right, how is this? This is going to be an 8% pref. And then are we accruing unpaid pref? This is important. Are we doing a catch up? Sure. Doing a catch up. What's the catch up percentage? 2% after that 8%, probably. That's what it'd most likely be like. Great. And then are we doing another hurdle after that? Okay, what's that look like? And we can help flesh this out and build this out for you. And you can see it will all be kind of essentially added out down here. What is it going to be like as you raise that capital? And then what can investors expect? And then once you build this out, you can actually show it in the investor portal so that they can look at it and say, hey, I'm really interested in that deal or not. And then after that, it allows you to it will show up in their investor portal and they can actually soft commit to it, which is really cool. And then you have the notes, and then is it on track? Yes. Is it, we have some concerns on it, or does it need attention? So this is a really cool way just to be able to build out your fund. If you have distributions that you want to run, we do have it so that your investors, right? They have an investor portal that I'll show you in just a minute. You can actually run distributions for your fund based on whatever you're doing. So if you have the fund, you can do that. You can start analysis on your fund. There's all kinds of things. And then if you want to, you could share what's been going on with your fund. It's a really fun thing. Now, this AI assistant is really, really cool here. This allows you, so this whole entire system is integrated with GPT-4o. And so you have the ability in here to be able to go, hey, what deals need follow-up this week, or help me to prepare for investor calls, find investor interest that are interested in real estate because I'm about to do a launch, and it will put it together so you can send them an email. It's really, really cool. And then now we can see that there's a template hub, so you can just build out templates. Now we do have templates in here for you guys. And then there's other things in here with email personalization. You can generate A/B testing, performance optimizer. But you can also see that we have workflows, and some of these are already built out for you. So you see that we have workflows for investor onboarding. So when an investor gets onboarded in here, comes into your system, you can actually just add them right in here by turning this on. And then once you turn this on, any new investor that comes in, there's a workflow, that welcome series for them. So it's really cool. You can also, if you want to build out your own smart sequences, you can say, hey, when a new investor is added, send an email. This is what I want the email to say. Or send a text. This is what I want the text to say. You can have drag and drop. So I like, if you've ever built something out in like ActiveCampaign or Go High Level, you can actually do that. A new investor signs up. Great. I want to now send an email to them. So we can go ahead. And then after that, we're going to check the status on them. And sure, it's going to add a tag or send another email. So we've got it really built out so you can build this out yourself, test it out, and go from there. So I love it. Really cool way to be able to build those out. And then there's a lead capture hub. This is cool because let's say you want to build out or start gathering information from people. Say, hey, I've got this the top 5 syndication types. That, if you want this, put in your email address, your phone number, and you can go ahead and grab it. So here's the form where they grab this. It's built out for you with AI, and if you want to edit it, you could totally go in and edit yourself, which is nice. Just by coming up here to edit, you can edit what it looks like, edit the thumbnail or URL if you have your own, or you can get AI to help you to edit this PDF guide or this template, whatever you want it to be. You can also build out the forms and what the forms look like. So create new forms, the pages. If there's going to be landing pages that they land on to be able to download the freebie and put their information on. And then analytics so that you know what the success rate is of people that land on your landing page, their opt-in rate, and all that stuff. Scheduling, for some reason, it looks like it doesn't work right now, but it's really cool because you can connect your Calendly, you can send out links, and people can register pages right in there. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. But one thing that I really like is that you can pull AI notes on people. So it'll look at their profile in the CRM, gather all the information based on your conversations, your notes that you have, and then it will also search the internet for that person, their LinkedIn, any articles written about them, and then bring that information into the notes so that you can prepare and then prepare you for your meeting. It's really cool. Email campaigns, we already went through this. You can also segment your people. Like, okay, I want to segment investors that are investing over 100K or high email engagement users. You can build out these segments and it will automatically either recommend those type of people, VIP investors, contacts with 500K more investment history. It will build those out for you, which is really, really cool. And then if you are getting Loan Ledger Pro, I really like this because you can actually have loans that you guys are sending out to people. So if you lend to people, they actually get their own borrower portal. So it looks like this. They have details on their property. They have the bank. They can put their bank information because this is their portal. They have their bank information, their taxpayer information, the required documents that are in here. Their statements that you upload are all going to be in here as well. And then the loan overview. And then they can actually go in here and see what's their amortization schedule, message you as well so that they can talk directly to you if something's going on. Any milestones that are happening in there, either in the fix and flip process, if you're lending on a flip, or any other just kind of milestones that are going on. The documents, so the loans, this will show up on their end, and then the analytics of principal paid, time that's elapsed, and then gives you tips on what's kind of going on there. And then, of course, you have payment reminders that can send out to them. They can edit their bank account and all that stuff. So that's the borrower portal. It's really, really cool. And this is where you kind of house all of that information. You have your loans. You have what's going on in the market. Underwriting, if you want to underwrite an application, you can have them submit an application right here. Start a real application. It will fill out their information and then create the loan. And then they can actually apply. And then you can, of course, customize and view your portal. If you want to do some quick underwriting, that's right there as well. This is where loan applications can kind of go. If you want to build out a new application based on that person. If you have any legal documents, this legal document section is really cool because you can actually go in here and you can upload your own documents, and then AI will automatically categorize those documents, put them in here, but then you can also just drag and drop them into the different sections. But it just makes it easier as you're uploading documents to just kind of throw stuff in here, and it will automatically categorize it and organize it for you because we know how painful documents can be. So we don't have to worry about that. If you have performance, we've already kind of seen this section here. You want to look at where your leads are coming from. You can see that in here, what the trend is for those leads, your conversion, your source performance, and then your ROI. If you are sending this out to your accountants for tax purposes, and then you can also just upload into their investor portal, because we do have an investor portal. They can see any kind of opportunities that you have coming up, any of their holdings. So this is where if you have deals going on right now, they'll show up right here and they can click on your deals and invest into your deals. It's really cool. The documents are in here. Returns are going to be in here. I want to make specific videos about a lot of these things, but I just want to go through them right now. We have different AI tools that you can unlock. And if you upgrade to Professional Plus, you actually can have your own secure knowledge base. And in that knowledge base, it allows you to upload all of your documents. And when you upload all of your documents, you can then be able to, it will start answering emails exactly how you want to answer them. It will start responding to your investors, how you want to respond to them based on your name and based on any of your documents, your PPM, your contracts, anything based on your business. It's really, really cool. So you can unlock this feature. It has an avatar builder, content generator. This is a really cool section here for you all to be able to really use AI to the fullest. There are underwriting tools just depending on what you're doing. If you have a financial model, if you want to check on IRR, if you want to do an underwriting on a potential property, you have the ability to do that and check on what it is, just depending on what you put in there. So depending on what you put in there. So it's really cool. You can launch these tools and they'll show up down here, and then you kind of just fill out the information as you go with it. The Marketplace is where you can actually build out your plan. If you want to upgrade to Ledger Pro or the full AI suite or add on some individual ones, you can totally do that, or join the Raise Room. You could totally do that. You can also just build a plan. And what this means is you say, hey, I actually want a standard plan or a professional plan with AI, or you want to have the capital raising community. As you add these things on, you get them at discounts. And it makes it really easy to be able to add on exactly what you want without having to spend an arm and a leg. And then if you want to be an affiliate, of course, we're happy for you to be an affiliate. Anybody that comes into the CRM, you will get 20% for the life of as long as they use it, which is very, very cool. And that goes for everything. This will also help you to generate, if you want to generate some sort of email copy, or you want to promote something on your LinkedIn or your Twitter, and you're reaching out to fund managers, investors, or real estate investors, it will actually build out the copy or a visual for you to use to share. So it's kind of cool. We try to make it really easy and fun. Now, when it comes to the settings, there are all kinds of settings. Now, you do have the boot camp. The boot camp is where you actually see a walkthrough of everything. I'm giving you a walkthrough, but if you want to see very specific features, that's all going to be in here as we go through it. So you can always see exactly how to use any of the features that we have. And then, of course, your settings, from setting up your business profile, which is very important to come in here and do as you get started, to setting up your staff, your investor portal, email services, SMS and phone, and get your 10 DLC, your security, because that's important too. If you want to sync across your devices, like your phone and your PC, you can do that. It should automatically do that. But if you need to push something specifically, you can do that here. You can change the theme, integrate with all types of things like Zapier, DocuSign, QuickBooks, Stripe, SendGrid, Calendly, all that stuff in here, which is great. And then also you can go through your tags, lead sources, and lists, and add tags, different tags. Add different tags to your investors, add different lead sources in here, and then make sure that you are staying on top of how those are performing. So that is, in a nutshell, everything you're going to find inside of FundFlow. It is a lot. It is awesome. It is built out for you, and you can take it as slow or as quick as you like. If you have information and data that you want migrated in here because you're like, wow, this is a lot to do, we'd love to be able to do that for you. Just reach out, and we do have a team that will migrate all of your data into the system for you, so you don't have to worry about doing it yourself. We will take care of that for you. So definitely reach out if you have questions, if you need anything. I appreciate you. I'm thankful for you. I'm excited for you to continue on this journey, and I look forward to serving you and your team at a really high level. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, to great success and greater impact. Peace.